Hello, this is a recording for my English course. I am Mina Farhadi and I want to present my article in the video form. The topic is Seminar Tahqiq wa Tatabbu Nazari. Dr. Tariqa Mustawi is the professor of this course. The topic of my article is about comparison and contrasting the using of video material in English language classes, EFL classes, the positive and the probable negative results of using videos in English classes. First of all, if you want to go back to the first time that a person thought about using video material in English class, we can go to 1970s when Wegener used this material in a language class. He was the first one who used a video part in an English class to make students feel more comfortable and specifically to try this new material in English language classes. After that, lots of people and ideas came about using video materials, and I have revised some of the articles related to that. First of all, I want to begin with the article and with the research done by Hayati and Qasem Molan. Both of them did it in Iran. So I thought that they were very useful because we live in Iran and we want to use the results of their study. So they compared two groups of students. Group 1, the treatment group, watched the video part with a caption, English subtitle I mean, and the second group, on the other hand, they used the same video part without seeing the caption. What Hayati and Qasem Molan after that did is that they set a post-test and to see which group done better in their actual comprehension. So they did the test, and what they found out after that is that the control group, I mean the group who didn't see the caption, performed much worse than the treatment group. So they came to this result that if the students of EFL watch the video part, using this subtitle in it, it would be a great help to them for understanding and comprehending what they can learn and they can understand from the text. As a reason for this discussion can be, the visual aids are very useful. In both groups they could see. But when they saw the subtitle, Hayati mentioned, because the students also could see and read, so they used two of their abilities in understanding the whole topic: watching, actually seeing, listening, and reading them. So it came up with a better result after. Another research that has been done related to using videos, not specifically captioned videos, in English classes or any other kinds of language classes, was a research done by Cyril Watts-Todd. He did a research. Actually, his main source this time was not students. He did a different research. In this way, he used new teachers in learning and comparing using and non-using English videos actually in a language class. So he asked a group of teachers, what do you think about the positive and negative effects of seeing a movie in an English class? And most of the results came this way, that most of the teachers thought it is very useful, but it has some problems. For example, the first problem was the number of students. The number of students should be limited. If you have a large class, for example, 50 or 60 students, you cannot manage all of the students watch the video. So it would be a difficulty for you. And another problem that he came up with was the video material. It should be a clear video with good quality. And the third point that he came up with is the level adaptation. So he came up with this reason that you cannot show a video material, one video material for students at all levels and be happy, be satisfied with the results. So these are the results of Cyril Watts-Todd's research. Now we come to another research about this case. Actually, this is a very interesting one. This is a comparison between using video versus audio, and for seeing their students' performance on each topic, video and audio. This research is done by Gyasogen. What he did is this. He divided the students in two groups again, and group one watched the video part of a listening test, and after watching, they answered some comprehension questions. Group two, on the other hand, they didn't watch, they just hear the same video part, and they had to answer the questions, the same question that group one tried to answer. The result was not surprising for me, because Gerstlin came to this result that the students who watched, who saw the video, could perform much better in answering questions than students who just heard the video. And the reasons that he came up with are something like, for example, students when they watch the active part, they can perform much better because they understand, they get more information from that part, not just by hearing. And the students who were just audiences who just heard that part, they were not satisfied with the result, and they were all curious about seeing what they have just heard. And it came up to the result that most of the students at this part could not answer the comprehension questions. Another research that I want to discuss here is a research done by it's this research, John Morley. He did this research and used films as a source of material. So he suggested different usages that you can have from the film in your English class. What Morley suggests was that you can use films as a linguistic source. You can use films as a paralinguistic source. And he mentioned that you can also use film as an information tool. It means that you can earn information using films, the information that you cannot get in any other way if you don't live in a country with English-speaking people. And actually this part of film, based on Morley's idea, just belongs to advanced students. So other students at the other levels, they cannot get extra information by watching movie. They only can use a film as a linguistic source and paralinguistic source. And the last research that I'm going to present this way is interesting one, because this is a research done by another Iranian researcher, Alipour. And he compared two different types of videos. I mean, he used videos in both of the groups that he wanted to compare, but in the first group, he used an authentic film. And in the second group, he used a pedagogical film. So, Before having a look at this study, I would think that, okay, a pedagogical film would be a better film for a language class because it is built by this idea that it should be used in a language class. So definitely the sentences, the communication way, and all of the things are specific to language classes. So the actors even pay attention that they are speaking to a non-native speaker. So it would be more useful in a language class. But interestingly, and for me surprisingly in this case, I found that based on Anipur's research, the films who are authentic are better in a language class. He did the research in this way. He divided the class in two groups. And the first group watched an authentic part. And after that, they had to take a post-test. In their post-test, they had to answer some questions. Questions related to the words and idioms in the authentic movie. The other group, actually the control group, they performed the same thing, the same procedure, just using a pedagogical film. So they watched the video, and after that they had to take a post-test using the material words in the film. Surprisingly, this group, the authentic group, they performed much better. And after that, he interviewed some of the students from both groups, and the students in this group, in the authentic film group, they had more confidence in themselves and in themselves. They thought that they had more fun. But actually, students in the pedagogical film group, they didn't think that they were watching a movie. They didn't think that they were having fun. Most of them had this idea that they are studying English, just in different parts. So the result was better for students in authentic group. And that's it for me. I know I have more articles to present, but I don't want to bother your dear professor, and I know your time is limited. Thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you. That's it.